Here's Mitchell, behind the defense, and Caitlin Clark can do no wrong.
You look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Not saying that it's not going to translate, because when you're great at what you do, you're just going to get better. But there is going to be a transition period where you're going to have to give yourself some grace as a rookie. And, it might take a little bit longer for some people.
Off the screen, finds some space and delivers it a triple for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark made Diana Taurasi eat back her words after she broke another league record Indiana Fever's victory over Mercury. Caitlin Clark might have played no role in the USA defense of their Olympic gold, but the rookie superstar just silenced her critics in pure savage mode. It was obvious that Caitlin wanted to make a statement, and what better way to do so than to make a fool of one of the game's legends, Diana Taurasi. Today's video will be sharing with you Caitlin's underperformance against Mercury that has left Taurasi speechless. For the first time in the franchise's history, Fever beat Mercury 3 times. In a regular season, Indiana sweeps the season series. You'll see why Caitlin is going to permanently change the face of the WNBA in her rookie season. She's not just gunning for Rookie of the Year, but MVP altogether. That's because she not only led Indiana Fever in the victory against Mercury, but she also dominated the match. After this victory, Caitlin leads Taurasi by 3-0. She also shattered Toss' record for assists in a single game. She has now assisted or scored the most points in a 2-game span in WNBA history. Clark has contributed to or scored on an astounding 62% of her team's points over the past 2 games. And the way Caitlin dominated the match made Taurasi appear even worse. Caitlin was completely dominant in the first half of the Mercury game, scoring 16 points on 56% shooting, including 3 pointers, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. That's a rookie writing her name in the annals of history. Caitlin Clark became the first player in WNBA history to have 450 points and 200 assists. Caitlin finished the game with 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists on 50% shooting from the field. In all of league history, only 5 other players have accomplished that feat in any other year of the career. However, what's really impressive about her performance is how she controlled the game and exploited the Mercury defense. Play after play, her amazing vision allowed her teammates to score easy baskets. And you see why she's such a joy to watch. Caitlin's playmaking skills will lull you to sleep, but that's when she starts to show off her spectacular drives to the basket and deep threes. The Mercury defense was completely overpowered, and unsure what to do, they play her close and deprive her of her 3. If they did that, Caitlin would have just found a teammate to cut to the hoop, or would have had someone put up a screen for her to attack the rim. If they didn't press up, she would have her trademark 3-ball, which has started to make its way into the WNBA. You bet other teams don't want to come up against Fever. Her incredible court vision practically guarantees an easy layup if her teammates run with her. She not only broke a record in the WNBA, but she also accomplished something that only 2 other bust players in history have done. Only 3 rookies in the history of the NBA and WNBA have ever consistently scored 29 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and dished out 10 assists on 70% true shooting percentage. That's Caitlin Clark, who has done it twice. Steph Curry and none other than Michael Jordan. Also twice. You bet Diana Taurasi wishes she can take that back, but she never gave Caitlin Clark a chance. Being one of the greatest WNBA players of all time, Taurasi has earned the right to trash talk, but Caitlin Clark's game is so good that she quickly has become the face of the WNBA. Her superiority on the court as a rookie is already pulling some fresh eyeballs. She is growing the fan base of the game in spite all of the tough talk. Taurasi has been unable to defeat Caitlin in their matchup. When the Fever met Toss Mercury for the second time, it was the same. In case you forgot, Kin was just 1 rebound away from a triple-double the last time they faced off the very following game, of course. She made sure to become the youngest player ever to achieve a triple-double in that game against Mercury. Caitlin and Aria Boston became the first 2 players in Fever history to achieve 20-point double-doubles in a single game. But it seems to Caitlin, though, that not setting a record against Taurasi left a foul taste in her mouth. And now Caitlin breaks the franchise record with 7 assists in the first quarter. But that wasn't her only achievement. She currently holds the record for most assists in a single quarter and assists in a single game. You might say Caitlin Clark got her clapped back in style because she wasn't called up to the Olympics. But Diana Taurasi had little time to recover after her return from the Paris Games, so she appeared to be having trouble getting back into a groove. She finished with a decent 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 turnovers in the game. She was even more irritated when early in the game she received a technical foul during an argument with referees regarding a call against Brittany Grinder Taurasi could potentially face suspension after one more technical foul. You know the rules. A player will automatically miss one game if they receive 7 technical fouls in one season. It seems like Caitlin was always on Toss' mind throughout their second fight. Taurasi was also complaining to the referees nonstop, yet Caitlin still managed to fry her. Taurasi was so obviously irritated throughout the game that she screamed at the officials to assist her team. We can only imagine how much worse it would have been for her if Caitlin had crossed her, or if she had been a target of deep threes. Taurasi tried her hardest to involve the referees in their second face-off, but she was unable to stop Caitlin and her squad in the same style. After the third game, Clark found great satisfaction in the victory, especially considering the Mercury team's social media. Jay, the frightening thing, though, is that she hasn't even realized her full potential. For most rookies, they usually get off to a slow start and bump into the rookie wall of subpar performances. Halfway through the season, Caitlin hit that wall pretty early, since she hardly took a break between her time in college and the WNBA, and that's what drew criticism from veterans like Diana Taurasi,
Friends like Diana Taurasi.
It's the new fans. They're really sensitive these days. You can't say anything. It's kind of like when you go from kindergarten to first grade, there's a learning adjustment. When you go from high school to college, there's a learning adjustment. I don't think I said anything that wasn't factually correct.
She should know.
She should know better. The Olympic break has been a much-needed reset for Caitlin Clark, offered her the chance to give both her body and mind a breather. And now, she's returning from that break with renewed energy and a refreshed attitude. The results are already showing. Guess who now holds a single-season WNBA rookie scoring record? That's right, Clark, with an impressive 1,115 points heading into Friday's game. Her momentum hasn't just been personal. It's also lifting her team. The Indiana Fever currently sit in 7th place overall in the WNBA standings, making a serious push toward playoff contention. Despite a few missteps, largely due to high turnover rates and the difficulty of adjusting to the demanding WNBA schedule, Caitlin Clark has continued to prove her value on the court. Her growth is evident, not just in her stats, but in her poise under pressure. Like any rookie, she's faced challenges, but her ability to bounce back, adapt, and lead has been remarkable. As the season progresses, those early struggles are turning into valuable experience, fueling both her individual development and the Indiana Fever's push toward playoff relevance.
So much. I'm really proud of myself because I felt like those first 11 games in 20 days were really difficult for myself because I expect so much of myself and I wanted to be so good, not only for my teammates, and we're all trying to figure it out and everybody expected us to be great, and then you're 1-8 and everybody's frustrated and we're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? But
Caitlin Clark is a true game changer who has more than fulfilled her end of the bargain. Thanks to her explosive play, the WNBA is receiving more attention and visibility than ever before. Not only is she helping her team fight for a playoff spot, but she's doing it while putting together one of the most remarkable rookie seasons in league history. And she's doing all this while dealing with a relentless wave of hate and criticism that continues to come her way. Yet, she keeps showing up, keeps delivering, and keeps proving why she's the face of the future. Call it Caitlin's world. We're just living in it. And honestly, with the way she's playing, the sky's the limit.